Hi everyone, I'm Ronnie and welcome back to my channel. So this is another video in how to crochet for beginners series, and in this video we'll be making the most famous stitch in crochet, and that is the double crochet stitch. So I'll try to go very slow for you in this video so you get it as much as possible. So let us get started.
Over and over from my faith in others. Little did I know I could do it on my own.
So for this video, we'll be making use of our yarn. I have it in cream, as you can see. That was what we used in the other video too. And we'll also be using our 4mm hook. So the first thing you want to do is make a slip knot. We've done that. I have a video on it, so you can check it. I'll link it below. So make a slip knot, put your hook in the loop and then tighten it. Tighten the loop, but make sure it's not too tight so you can work with it. I always say this. So the next thing I want to do is chain 10. I also have a video on how to make chains. If you don't know how to make it yet, please go check it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have my 10 chain stitches. Now we'll chain 1 and we'll start working in our chain stitches. So like the single crochet we made, we will be working in this V's here. Can you see? The chain stitches are V's. So we'll skip the first one, this one that we have here. We will go to this one and we'll yarn over, hold it, insert your hook in that second chain from your hook, yarn over again. Now you have 3 hoops on your hook, then you yarn over, pull through 2. Now you have 2 hoops on your hook, then you yarn over again, then pull through all, and that is how you make a double crochet. Let's do that one more time. You yarn over, you have 2 hoops on your hook, you look for the next chain, which is this one here, then we'll put it in the chain stitch, then we yarn over, pull through. Make sure you hold your work firm. As you can see, I'm using my middle finger and my thumb to hold it. This will help your tension. And then you yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So you have 2 hoops on your hook now, then yarn over, pull through the 2. That is how you make a double crochet. Can you see? This is how you... So continue making double crochets until you have 10. So we've made 2. You have to make double crochets 8 times in these chain stitches. This one, all the way down, and I'll meet you back here. So I have made my 10 double crochets here. Can you see how it looks? It's taller, as you can see. If you notice, it is taller than your single crochet. Most times 2 single crochets make up a double crochet. So this is how 10 stitches of single crochet should look like. This is how yours should look like. And This is the first row. Going to row 2, you chain 1. Most people chain 2, like I said in the other video. For single crochets, most people will chain 1, then skip this first stitch and make it in the second stitch. But I just like to chain 1 for all my stitches. It helps my work and it makes it neater in a way. So chain 1, turn your work. So we are putting our first double crochet of this second row in between this V and this line, this other line here. So in this hole, this space here. So the first thing you do is chain 1, turn your work, then yarn over, hold it with your thumb, put your hook in between that space or in that space, yarn over, pull through your yarn, hold with your thumb and your middle finger, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, then yarn over, pull through 2, and that is how you make your first double crochet on the second row. Now to continue, you yarn over again, then you look for the next stitch, the next V, and then you insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, hold with your middle finger and thumb, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, like that. You yarn over, insert your hook in between, yarn over, pull through. You have 3, then you yarn over 2, you have 2 loops, then you yarn over 2, you have just 1 on your hook. So I've made 3. Go ahead to make the remaining and I'll meet you back here. Now I want you to be careful because you are using 2 strands. If you are using 1 strand, that is okay, but we are using 2 strands, so what you'll be seeing is 2 for every loop. I want you to be careful and you don't pull through just 1 like this. Like this. I don't want you to have that. Make sure you carry every strand that is meant for the 2 loops, and then you yarn over. Don't make it like this, please. It's still wrong. Make sure you carry everything. Make sure you yarn over through everything, please. Now for our last stitch, like I said in the other video, please go and watch the other video if you've not seen it. You'll understand what I'm saying better. This V, make sure you always put a stitch. That's our last single crochet. You can put a stitch marker here. You can put a stitch marker there. But because I know what I'm looking for this V in my last stitch. So make sure you always put a single or a double, any stitch you're working, make sure you put it in that last stitch. And in our case, we are making a double crochet. So if you don't, then you have a stitch lesser than what you started with, and it will make your work uneven. It will decrease your work, and you don't want that. So this is our second row. This is what our second row looks like. Can you see? The edges are straight. Now moving on to row 3, we repeat everything we've been doing. We chain 1, you turn your work, then in that very first stitch, there's absolutely nothing wrong with putting it here, but here just makes your work neater. It gives you that single crochet look. If you put it here, you get another look, so it's up to you. So in that very first stitch, we put our double crochet, yarn over once again, and that is what you get. Then yarn over again, put it in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So continue making this all across. Now in the last one, like I said, make sure you look for, this is the V you're looking for. Make sure you put, it's quite hard to get through, but make sure you get it. And yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And this is our 3rd row of double crochet. Now keep repeating just what we've done. Chain 2, turn, and chain 1, turn your work, then yarn over, put in the first. As you go on, you don't have to be looking for the V on top. You just be putting it in this space here. Can you see the space? That's where you'll be putting your hook once you know what you are doing. So yarn over, pull 2 through, yarn over, pull 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So keep working your double crochet all across, and I'll meet you at the end. This is the end of our row 4, and you can see what we have. If yours is not looking like this, it's not looking flat and straight like this, please loosen it. There's probably something wrong with your tension, or your stitch count is not right. So you can go ahead to count your stitches again to make sure you have 10 stitches. This is also part. This is our chain 1 double crochet. So make sure you have the same amount of stitches you started with at your 4th row. So we'll keep repeating this until we get 10 rows of double crochet, and work that up, and I'll meet you back here. So I am done with my 10 rows. You can see how it looks. It's definitely longer than a single crochet. That is why most crocheters use double crochet, because it makes the work faster. Basically, you get what you want faster with a double crochet, but it's bigger than a single crochet. You can see the holes it has, but these holes, they depend on the type of hook that you use. So let me show you an example. So I used the T rows number 1 to make 10 rows of double crochet, and this is what I got. Can you see, compared to what we use, compared to when we used 4mm hook, this, can you see the difference? The one with the T rows number 1 is tighter and less see-through, can you see, than the one with the 4mm. Can you see how see-through this one is and bigger? So the stitches are bigger. So this happens when you use different hooks for your work. So, and it depends on the pattern you are making. You can decide to use this T rows or something bigger than this, like a 2mm, 2.5, to make this, and it will be less see-through for you, as you can see. But when you make this, you get what you finish the project faster, but you have more, it's more see-through. Do you get? Like that. So you can tell the difference. This one is with the 4mm, this one is with the T rows number 1, and this is tighter than this. It has less holes than this, it's less see-through than this. So it depends on the pattern and what the look you are going for. I went ahead to make 10 rows of single crochet with the same 4mm, and this is what I got. You can see the size of single crochet compared to the size of the double crochet. Can you see? The single crochet is obviously shorter and it's the same rows, the same number of stitches, but it's half the length of the double crochet we made. You will probably have to make 20 rows of single crochet to get the same length as this. And even though we use the same hook size, we still didn't get the same result. So this is the difference between the stitches. Okay, let me teach you how to count your rows when you make a double crochet. So as you can see, this is the bottom row here, this one, this standing strand, then the next one, the standing strand, every standing when I say strand now, every standing pole, yes, every standing pole is a double crochet. So this is row number 1, this other standing pole is row number 2, this row of another standing pole, of another set of standing poles, is row number 3. So this one, every standing pole is row, it represents a double crochet. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, this one, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So because we're turning our work, that's why we have the back of our stitches showing. This is the front, this is the front of our work. Can you see the difference? This is the front of the double crochet and this is the back. Can you see the difference between the two? So yes, that's it. That is how you count your double crochet rows. So that is all for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you were able to get a few things from this video. So if you have any question for me or you want me to explain further, please just leave a comment down below and I will get back to you. And in the next video, we'll be working on half double crochet and treble crochet. So I can't wait to see you there. Bye.